Hi, Cancer. So let's do a 4-layered spread to try to capture as much of the energy that we can that's around you. So I have 2 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks. So we're starting with the 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, the Emperor, Justice, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, Prince of Discs, which is the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, which is the King of Swords in this deck, and then the 3 of Pentacles. Underneath this deck is the 9 of Swords. This looks like a really, this reminds me of the Gemini reading from yesterday, Cancer. So if this is resonating with you and you want to go watch that, there might be something there for you. So we have the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Under this deck is the 8 of Pentacles. Then we're going to take 6 of these Moonology cards. And Cancer, I can already tell that this is going to be a love reading. So we have full moon in Aries, first quarter moon in Capricorn, new moon in Sagittarius, last quarter moon in Sagittarius, full moon in Scorpio, and finally last quarter moon in Pisces. Under this deck is the full moon in Leo. And then finally, I'm going to take 2 of these self-care oracle cards, and then Cancer, we're going to really get into this reading. So we have overcoming obstacles, speak up, and underneath is take a vacation. So this relationship, which I already know this is a love reading, so if you feel like you're not here for a love reading, then this is not going to be your reading. But if you are in a love relationship that feels stressed, even though you've put in a lot of work, even though there's a lot of passion that exists between the two of you, it feels like you're taking a break from each other with this take a vacation because there's a lot of stress. It feels to me like there's been a pause in the action, a break in the action, because this relationship is very stressed. So the energy that exists between the two of you is the Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, full moon in Scorpio, and speak up. So this is certainly not a no contact situation. I think the two of you are continuing to talk. I think that you two continue to keep each other in your energy. You're trying to be reasonable with each other, but you are certainly withdrawing your energy, and perhaps even you could even be meditating with this take a vacation, that you might be more focused on yourself right now. But there's a lot of loyalty that exists between the two of you. It feels like you're inspired to stay together despite the baggage that might be here, or the burdens, or however much this has been difficult on both of you. It feels like there's a lot of tension that's weighing on this situation, but yet you continue to be loyal to each other and you continue to speak to each other, even if you are separated to some degree. This does feel very much like the Gemini reading yesterday, but I'm sure there'll be differences, so we'll see. So in your person's feelings, we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who loves you deeply and wants to build with you, wants to nurture you, wants to have joy with you, wants to have stability with you. There's a whole lot of feelings here that this person has for you. This gives soulmate energy. This feels like a soul connection. This feels like a soul partner, a life partner. So that's how your person feels, that they know that you are it, that there's nothing else besides you. In their actions, we have 6 of Pentacles and the last quarter moon in Sagittarius. So I think that they are asking you for help is what I'm getting from this, that they are so grateful to have you in their life. They may not even really understand why you are in their life or why you picked them, even though they know how much they need you. but it feels like they need your support with this. It feels like they need to ask you for support because they don't know what to do. So this feels like a situation that has gotten so stressed and so much baggage and so tense that they feel a little bit lost, and it feels like they're going to come towards you like, what do I do? What can I do to show you? That's the type of energy this is giving. In your feelings, you have the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So I think that you have a lot of gratitude for this person too. I think that you feel like you want to cooperate. You feel like you want to start over. You feel like you want to have some kind of a stability here, but it feels like it's so out of control that you maybe don't know how to make this move in the right direction, or how to elevate this situation, or how to promote this situation. But I feel like you want to, because that's in your feelings. In your actions, we have the King of Swords and we have the last quarter moon in Pisces. So it seems to me like there is a lot of talking that goes on in this situation, a lot of logic, a lot of pentacles, a lot of stability, but maybe not enough feelings. Because other than this Queen of Cups that I see in your person's feelings, I don't see a lot of feelings going on here. And this last quarter moon in Pisces is reminding you to maybe don't think about things so logically, to maybe try to think of things more on an emotional level, and let your heart tell you. Because if you're trying to make decisions based in logic, based in earth-based things, then that may be adding to the confusion. That just allow your heart to tell you, allow your body to tell you. When this person comes around you, how does your body feel? How does your heart feel? Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of answers for you there. So your person sees you as the Empress and the full moon in Aries. So your person really, again, this is solidifying, confirming, absolutely confirming that they think the world of you. They see you as the Empress. They see you as the end all, be all. They want to commit to you. They want to make you their forever person. But for some reason with this full moon in Aries, I'm getting that you are pissed. You are pissed. And they feel that. And I think that's why they don't know what to do. So something happened. We have a full moon in Aries and a full moon in Leo that are telling me that there is a lot of heat. And not just passion, but I do think there is passion that exists between the two of you. But it feels like you are really upset. And that's what's added to the stress and the baggage and everything that's gone on. It feels like your person did something, perhaps with Go Wild, that caused this whole thing to fall apart, and now they don't know what to do because you are their person. So you see them as Justice and the new moon in Sagittarius. So you can see that they're trying to balance this out. You can see that they're trying to come back with a fresh slate. They're trying to come back and fix all the chaos that they brought you. They're trying to clean up the mess that they made. They're trying to stay positive. They're really trying to stay focused with you right now. And you see that, I see that, and you see that. So I think you're reading the room correctly when it comes to this person. In their intentions, they have the 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. I love seeing this as their intentions because it's reiterating what we already saw, that your person means business. They're coming in a very correct and straightforward and honest way. Whatever they did in the past, it does feel like that's in the past. That they want to bring you all the love and stability. They want to bring you long-term with this 10 of Pentacles. They really want to recognize you for who you are to them and show you that. They want to show you. This Knight of Cups is about receiving and sharing and giving love. So I feel like your person is ready. There may have been some hiccups in the past that perhaps they did some things that were really stressful for you. And you have free will. You don't have to take this person back, but it says that this person wants to come back, is going to ask you for your help on how to do that, and they're coming in the right way. So in your feelings, in your intentions, you have two pages. You have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. I think that you would give this person another chance with these two pages. I do. There is that strong sense of loyalty we saw here between you with the Knight of Pentacles here in the center. So it feels to me like you would really be open to this. So it's lining up that that it feels like you two are a really good balance and match, but there was something here in the past that your person had to learn from. Perhaps you had to learn from it too. But this Page of Cups is about forgiveness and about love. So it feels to me like you intend on forgiving this person. So then the energy that keeps you together is the Emperor, the High Priestess, the first quarter moon in Capricorn, and overcoming obstacles. So there's a lot of discipline that the two of you have when it comes to each other and this relationship. And I think it's because it feels like such a highly spiritual relationship. And it feels to me like there is a clean slate that's forming between the two of you. So these cards are probably just confirming what you already know, that you feel that your person is changing. You feel that the slate is being cleaned. You may have some kind of telepathic communication with this person, with the High Priestess. But there's certainly a spiritual activation going on in this relationship because we have the Emperor and the High Priestess. And that's what's helping you to overcome these obstacles. So despite the fact that you may be taking a pause in the action, there may be stress, there may be baggage, there may be tension, but this is just saying that there's a spiritual activation really going on here. And that's the thing that's going to help you to overcome everything that you've been through with this person and get this relationship back on its feet, get the strength back through these difficult situations. And this first quarter moon of Capricorn is just saying to be kind to each other. And like I said, if you're feeling baggage, if you're feeling tense, if you're feeling, I can't deal with this anymore, this person did this to me in the past, shut down those kinds of thinking. Don't think through it. Don't use your thinking mind. Don't use your logic. Don't use the pentacles that you have. Don't use the fact that we share a house together. None of that matters. This is saying, let your heart tell you. Let your heart tell you. And once you start to let your heart tell you, you're going to find yourself being more kind towards this person, more forgiving towards this person. And that's when that really strong spiritual and divine activation of this relationship can really come through and really happen for you. So there you go, Cancer. That is your love reading. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.